Now at noon, holiday rush, the advice for anyone hitting the road today or getting in some of that last minute shopping.
And radar nice and quiet, but we're keeping an eye on temperatures. Those are expected to rise as we head into Christmas.
Some people in Brownsburg are looking forward to working on Christmas, the arrangement that's helping them take home a larger slice of the pie.
Live from CBS 4, this is your News Now.
News new at noon, we are down to the final hours of that holiday shopping season, 12 hours until Christmas is officially here. Thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Angela Brower. If you haven't finished all of your shopping just yet, you are not alone. CBS 4's Alexa Green shows you how shoppers are trying to cross all the items off their list with just hours to spare.
Everyone we've spoken to so far tells us they only have about 1 or 2 items left on their list. Others are looking to get some groceries to prepare for that Christmas meal. And some people just coming in to grab some gift bags, some wrapping paper, just to make sure their Christmas is absolutely perfect. The good news, if you come here to the Meijer in Plainfield, there is a variety of items, including all of these board games. I want to bring in Eric Horsford to tell us a little bit about that, store director here, and it is going to be a busy day for you.
It is. It's already shaping up to be a busy day for us. Obviously, right now, it's just kind of trying to stay in business the best we can and keep the shelves as full as we can for that last-minute customer. Obviously, we know at this point in time now that delivery truck isn't going to make it to the house by Christmas, so we're kind of that last-minute, last-stop shop for them to come in and really kind of capture that last item that they need for their Aunt Kathy.
And tell us, if Aunt Kathy is hard to shop for, what do you recommend for them if people are coming in a little bit frantic?
Yep. So if they're hard to shop for, you can never go wrong with a gift card. And all be all, you may know where they shop, but you may just not know quite what their style is. So there's the best opportunity for you. Come on in. Wide variety, a wide assortment of different companies and different opportunities that you can buy for each one.
And you've been telling me a lot of the board games, they've been kind of flying off the shelves as well. That's also a gift that a lot of people are giving this year.
Absolutely. So obviously it's one of those, may not even necessarily be a gift, but it's something just to entertain the family and friends that are over for the holiday meal while you're in the kitchen preparing it, and just a good opportunity just to bring everybody together as a family, whether it's Monopoly and you're fighting over Monopoly and who's going to win, or if it's just a simple game of Scrabble.
Always about bringing the family together. Hey guys, keep in mind it is going to be a busy day at a lot of area stores, including here in Meijer. Keep in mind they do close at 7 p.m. tonight. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Alexa, thank you. Have fun out there. Because of the holiday, by the way, Indianapolis Department of Public Works is going to slide their service. The pickup schedule for all curbside recycling and residential and heavy trash service are going to get bumped 1 day. So if you normally get your trash picked up on Thursday, crews will get it on Friday and so on. Things will return to normal next Monday. It also applies, by the way, to leaf collection. Happening now, the sun is shining and we're taking a live look over downtown Indianapolis. Really nice afternoon shaping up out there. Definitely doesn't feel like your typical Christmas weather. Let's get over to Star Dairy.
Yeah, and it was definitely a foggy start to the morning, but that fog continuing to lift, only seeing visibility reduced in a couple of spots. You can see this is a huge improvement from this morning when some of us were dropping pretty close to 0 on that visibility map. Back up to 8 miles in Muncie, which is where we saw the most dense fog earlier this morning in Indianapolis. Nice and clear again. Back up to 41 degrees in Cicero, 46 in Indianapolis. Mooresville, you're up to 45, and look at that. We actually have a couple of people already in those upper 40s. We're going to make it back into the 50s again today, just like we were yesterday, very much above the average. Climate records show us that we should actually only be in the 30s this time of the year, so we are just going to keep on climbing beyond that. If you want to, you can head over to the State Fairgrounds this afternoon. Really going to be a nice evening, actually, for the Christmas nights of lights going on. Temperatures going to be dropping back down into the 40s around dinner time, and that's not going to be a problem for you if you head out to this event because you'll be warm in your car. As we take a look at Live Guardian radar, things nice and quiet, just seeing a little bit of confusion there on the radar. Not going to be any problems for us, though. Certainly not worried about any rain today. And a wider view shows that if you're going anywhere within driving distance here for the next 2 to 3 days, you should be good. Really, we're just going to be watching for a little bit of snow in the upper plains, but that's not until Christmas night, so still some time before that actually arrives. I'll walk you more through our Christmas forecast back home coming up in a few few minutes, Angela.
All right, Star, thanks. Let's talk about those road conditions happening now. Millions of people are hitting the roads or flying somewhere for the holidays. AAA says it's going to be a record-breaking travel season, most travelers they've seen in 20 years. CBS 4's Charlene Cristobal shows you what to expect.
AAA estimates nearly 115 million people are going to be traveling for the next 7 days, and 7 million people are choosing to travel by plane. The busiest and most expensive travel day, especially for flying, is going to be the day after Christmas. So experts say try to wait it out if you can. Now, most people are actually driving, about 105 million. So you're going to want to make sure that you and your family and also your car are ready to make the trip. Some tips from AAA: get your maintenance done, have an emergency kit in your car, and map out your route. Also, pro tip, if you're driving far, you're going to want to take a break about every 2 hours. It'll keep you awake and alert, which will help you get everyone home safely. Send it back to you, Ange.
All right, Charlene, thank you. You do want to be careful out there. Indiana State Police are reminding drivers to put safety first. In particular, they want everyone to use caution and avoid distractions behind the wheel. State Police say the amount of drunk drivers also increases this time of year. Troopers say following the rules of the road leads to a safe and happy holiday season for everyone.
All you gotta do is follow those few safety rules and you will have a safe and happy holiday, and you won't be getting pulled over by a police officer who may be taking appropriate actions for your driving habits out here.
Listen to him. One state police post reported 8 arrests from drunk driving in just the past 2 days. You don't have to be traveling out of state to experience heavy traffic. Areas like the mall are also expecting to see an increase in drivers during the holidays. Now at noon, a mom and her kids are really lucky to be alive, and this is thanks to a 4-year-old little girl. Their home caught fire, and that little girl alerted the whole family. So here's a look at what's left at that Edinburgh home. The family just moved there in June. They were really excited because this was going to be their first Christmas there. Emma Gilker was getting herself and her 3 kids ready for the day when 4-year-old Amelia said the garage was up in flames.
I just know my babies, and I just immediately swooped up my 2-month-old up off the couch and told my 2-year-old and my 4-year-old, let's go.
She's our hero. For a 4-year-old to do something like that, she is considered a hero in my book, real life superhero for doing that.
Sadly, the family's dogs didn't make it out. That cause of the fire is under investigation. If you're interested in helping the family, you can reach out to us here at CBS 4 and we will connect you. Investigators say a man charged in an explosion in Speedway had even more bomb-making materials in his home. Right now, 56-year-old Wayne Turner and his 21-year-old son Isaac are facing charges for this. Police say Wayne built an explosive at his home and then took Isaac to the railroad bridge near IMS to detonate it. Investigators say Isaac lit the fuse and dropped it onto 16th Street as a car was driving by.
It's just so scary. Like, all of a sudden you're driving and not thinking anything, and then the next moment, like, there's just, like, you could be dead.
Everyone inside the car was okay. That's the good news. Wayne Turner is in jail still. Isaac was released over the weekend. People that live and work in the Martindale-Brightwood neighborhood want you to see the progress that they're making. That community is east of the city, and it's full of people that are committed to this MB7 initiative. You're seeing it right there. It's a plan made up of 7 priorities designed to lift the area of East 30th over to Mass Ave and 21st Street to Sherman. The neighborhood has had its share of problems, including a good deal of crime.
Martindale-Brightwood is not only a community of trauma, but a community of resiliency, so that we have taken every trauma, stepped on it to move forward and to get ahead.
So they're working to get people educated. They're working on food availability. Authors of the MB7 plan are detail-oriented, saying again they are committed to making the community a happier, healthier, and a safer place. A restaurant in Carmel is going to close down soon, and so the owners are looking to spend more time with the family. Mudbug's Cajun Cafe will be open tonight and then also tomorrow before closing on Thursday. The owners of the restaurant want to spend again more time with their grandkids, and so they're just shutting down. They've already sold the spot to some new owners who are going to open a Mediterranean restaurant by the end of January, so good luck to them. A coffee shop on Indy's Near East Side is planning to open for Christmas. Needhammer Coffee Company will be there for anyone that needs a place to go and someone to talk to. Last year, 150 people stopped by for free coffee, donuts, and conversation. The manager there said there's power in knowing someone cares, even if it's a stranger. The Hammer Coffee Company will be open again on Christmas from noon until 3. Employees at a Brownsburg pizza shop are going to get a slice of the profits when they serve up meals on Christmas Day. Everyone working at ROCKSTAR Pizza on Christmas will get to split 100% of what the shop earns during the holiday. It's a tradition that an employee started years ago, and it's continued every year since. No one is forced to work. Everyone who comes in just volunteers to do it.
We're thrilled to be able to offer something like this to them so that we can kind of give back and show our appreciation to them for all that they do for us.
ROCKSTAR Pizza is going to be open 4 to 9 on Christmas Day. Carry out only, though. The owners say it's one of their busiest days of the year, so if you order from them, be patient. 12:10, a group in Hendricks County is working to prevent homelessness over the holidays. They are working with Family Promise of Hendricks County to get 9 families into a home or apartment this month. One family said it's the best present that they could have asked for. Before last week, they were living in motels for months, and now they can open gifts with their daughters in their own place.
It's a miracle that we have had everything in place, almost like it's just perfectly fit to make this happen right now.
Family Promise of Hendricks County has only been operating for 5 years. So far this year, they've helped more than 70 families end their homelessness. The Brownsburg Fire Territory is also stepping up here. They are bringing the magic of Christmas back to a Hoosier family. On Saturday night, 8-year-old Tyler and his family were denied access to Santa because of his service dog. Firefighters heard about that, and they decided they were going to bring Santa to him.
Trying to hold back the tears because seeing he was smiling on the inside because he was trying to take it all in, but he is going to talk about it for days.
It's just a great opportunity for us to give back to the community, you know, get out here and meet the people, and just an uplifting moment, right? It makes our Christmas too.
Tyler loves firefighters, by the way, so the Brownsburg Fire Territory and Santa drove up in a fire truck. Tyler's mom said Saturday night was really frustrating for the family, but thanks to this kind gesture, they're looking forward to the holidays again. And mom added, by the way, that they did get an apology from the location they were at on Saturday. So I know that's probably not much, but it's got to feel good getting it. 12:11 right now. A Missouri woman's act of kindness at the grocery store is not going unnoticed. Next at noon, the way one good deed is inspiring so many others across the country. And giving back, the reason some police officers are the ones saying thank you as we head into Christmas.
And we're keeping an eye on radar, but it's going to be a few days before the next round of rain pushes through. I'll time it out for you coming up.
Well, now at noon, a semi slammed into a liquor store in North Hollywood, California Monday, sending at least one person to the hospital. The semi's driver said he had a green light, but that the other driver ran a red light and hit his truck, causing him to lose control.
I'm lucky. Thanks God, because I'm lucky, because that's a big. You see the truck is very bigger. It's broken. It's lost total.
The store was not open at the time of that crash. President Donald Trump held a teleconference with U.S. service members this morning. As Natalie Brand reports, the president did take a few questions from the media.
Even during his holiday break at Mar-a-Lago, the president is thinking about his upcoming impeachment trial in the Senate.
We have a perfect case. I say it again. We have a perfect case. They had no case.
Senate Democrats are demanding access to White House documents and testimony from at least 4 new witnesses.
If it doesn't have documents and witnesses, it's going to seem to most of the American people that it is a sham trial.
But President Trump, who had previously said he would like to call his own witnesses in a trial, now says he'll leave it up to Senate Republicans.
We have the majority, and it's up to Mitch McConnell. And we have the majority, and now they want McConnell to do wonderful things for them. I mean, he's going to do what he wants to do.
The president also addressed North Korea's threat of a, quote, Christmas gift for the U.S.
We'll see what happens. Let's see. Maybe it's a nice present. Maybe it's a present where he sends me a beautiful vase as opposed to a missile test.
Speaking to military members at bases around the world, the president admitted he has at least one more present of his own to worry about, a gift for First Lady Melania Trump.
I'm still working on a Christmas present. Is that okay? There's a little time left. Not too much, but there's a little time left.
Time is running out. The North American Aerospace Defense Command tracks Santa's route every year, and he's already started deliveries in some parts of the world. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Well, a police department in Alabama received some very special gifts this year. More than 80 officers were treated to Starbucks gift cards as well as gift bags. The police department says gifts like this do make them smile, but they add there is a cheaper way to show you truly care.
Wave at us on the street. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a positive blow of the horn. A little honking as you go by is good. Just to let us know.
Police officers typically work extra hours over the holidays. The Madison Police Department says residents often send thank you letters for them throughout the year. I do hope we see like the gift of giving throughout the year. It just kind of continues.
Keep going all year long.
Same with these temperatures. We're all loving it, I think.
Can we keep this going all year long? I can't get enough of these warm temperatures. We're keeping an eye on radar too, because I know some of you traveling, but really not looking at too many issues. You kind of have to go check out the mountains to find any new falling snow and some rain a little bit more so in the south. But we're watching as that big system that brought all of that heavy rain to Georgia in parts of South Carolina, they had flooding issues. That's now moving out into the ocean, so not going to be much more of a problem for them. And back home, it's just going to stay quiet. Really no issues here. We're continuing with the snow melt. That was a big factor this morning in how dense our fog got, contributing to the moisture content in the air. Well, now we're clearing things up, really quiet, not expecting much for the next few days. Certainly going to be dry for Christmas. We've got about a 10% chance for rain on Thursday and Friday, but you can see it amounts to almost nothing at all. And then we turn more active for the weekend. That's when we could get 3/4 to a full inch of rain across a good portion of the area, so we're going to continue to track that very closely. But Future View shows that we stay rain-free all the way through our day, kind of overdoing it on these clouds. I think it really was picking up on that fog earlier, but we are going to be pretty quiet as we head into tonight, and then more sunshine expected for tomorrow. Already up to 51 degrees in Jamestown, 48 right now in Mooresville. Fishers, you're up to 44, 47 in Anderson, 41 in Greenfield, and Bloomington, you have already hit the 50s, so very comfortable in all that sunshine. Tonight, not expecting too many problems for Santa. It looks like things are going to be really quiet. That low temperature is actually what our average high temperature should be this time of the year, so great trade-off there. And just partly cloudy, certainly no wet weather or anything like that. And then tomorrow is actually going to be the warmest Christmas we have had since the 1980s. Go figure, 56-degree high temperature for that forecast. Not going to be a record breaker, but certainly notable. Been a few decades since we've had this. And partly to mostly sunny on top of that, hardly any wind, so no wind chill factor. Really couldn't ask for a better forecast, I don't think. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast, keeping it mild for Thursday, 57 degrees. Again, no records here. Most of the records for these dates were actually in the 60s, so we're not quite there, but I think we'll take it. 51 still on Friday, 54 with some rain on Saturday, especially Saturday night. And then Sunday, we're looking at wind, rain, and dropping temperatures. High there back down to 46, and much colder by Monday. High around 35, which is pretty much where we should be this time of the year. Could have some light snow at this point. No signals jumping out at me that we're going to have a big accumulation, but we'll keep watching that, Angela.
All right, Star, thank you. CBS 4, by the way, we are looking for some remarkable women for our Woman of the Year award. We're going to pick 4 of Central Indiana's most remarkable women based on community contributions, self-achievement, and impact on families. One finalist is going to travel to New York to be on the Mel Robbins Show with other remarkable women from across America. And then Mel is going to announce the National Woman of the Year award on her show. To nominate a remarkable woman in your life, go to cbs4indy.com/contests. You do have to get that nomination in by December 31st. A Missouri woman gave a stranger a $10 Aldi gift card, and her random act of kindness started this nationwide trend.
I asked the cashier to ring up an extra $10 gift card. I asked him to hold on to it and give it to someone that he thought might want it or need it for the holiday season. And I left that with him, and I did not think anything of it.
Well, the cashier who sold Desiree Mormon that card posted about it, and it went viral. The cashier gave it to a person who went over budget and couldn't afford the groceries and presents for her kids. She says after she posted about it online, thousands of people commented on it, saying they too would also leave gift cards.
It really shows that even if you don't have a lot to give, or if you don't think that it's worth giving, that $10 could turn into something huge and keep going like it has.
Yeah, pay it forward. Mormon says she was inspired to give the card because a stranger paid for her mother's groceries a week prior. Well, next at noon, role reversal. The reason a young elf on the shelf is keeping an eye on his mom. Most post offices are busy during the holidays. One in a town called Rudolph, though, is especially swamped. Only 400 people live there. And every year, right before Christmas, thousands of letters and packages arrive from all over the world. People send them to the town's postmaster so he can then resend them with Rudolph's official postmark.
The decorative stamps that are in the lobby have become a family tradition. The kids will remember coming to do it, and we probably get some people that stamp that had done it as children as well.
The post office in the town of Santa Claus, Indiana is also receiving thousands of letters, all addressed to St. Nick. So far this year, volunteer elves have responded to nearly 20,000. Pretty impressive. All right, normally the elf on the shelf is there to keep an eye on the kids, but one child in Kansas has become an elf on the shelf for his mom. Declan Leary and his mom, Courtney, are staying with relatives in Kansas this Christmas while she recovers from breast cancer. Declan was looking for something to cheer her up, so he dressed up like an elf and posed on the mantle for her. Courtney is now in remission, by the way. That's really sweet.
Very sweet.
Final check of weather?
Yeah, let's get a look at that because it is really mild out. We're not going to break any records here, but certainly going to be pleasant. Definitely going to be one of the warmest Christmases we have had in a couple of decades. High going to be 56 tomorrow. It's going to stay dry. No wet weather concerns for the next few days. We've got a 10% chance Thursday or Friday, so most of us won't get anything at all. But then as we do get to the weekend, that is when we're expecting more rain to come, mainly Saturday evening, and then into Sunday. That'll be a rainy day. High there only 46, so we'll be kind of backing off there with those temperatures and getting colder this time next week.
All right, definitely spring-like. Before we go, let's take a live look. Christkindl Market is packed. Lots of sunshine out there. If you're looking for the holiday lights, this is a good place to go. Merry Christmas, you guys. Have a great holiday.